Hello, and welcome, my Libra collective sun and moon rising Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this beautiful new to full May into June 2023? I am your reader, Venus in Libra, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short. I'm a professional witch, professional intuitive, president of During the Circle Productions since 1998. We just hit our 25th year anniversary. There are a lot of videos I did about it. We'll talk about it at the end. I am also the author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There is a Kindle version of it available. There is a link in the description box, and if you click that link, you can preview a good chunk of it for free, catching some of the prayers, principles, and practices that have kept me in business for this long and even before I started the company. That's the Kindle version, the original version, edited with Jill Schweitzer, my Scorpio sister. I love her so much. That version's over on Patreon, and it's a lot. It's a lot of color. It's in chakra chapters. I love that version, but you know, we had to clean it up for Kindle. Yeah, what are you going to do? All of my subscribers, regardless of subscription level, get 3 things in common. Again, we will talk about this more at the end of the video, but they get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s on YouTube since I started doing the extended readings. Yeah, there are a lot of them. They get a daily check-in with me every morning, unlisted YouTube live stream link where we chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, a little something to send us on our way. And it is my favorite way to start the day and sets me up for everything else I do, day and night. I love it. And they also get a pretty good discount on private sessions, readings, and spiritual counseling with me. Again, we'll talk about that at the end. But overall, I got to say, best career move I ever made was making the jump over to Patreon, patreon.com/drawing the circle. Click the link, check the menu. You can even follow us now, which is kind of cool. You don't have access to the content, but you can see what the content is if you ever want to dip a toe. And remember, no matter what level of subscription you are, you get a discount on private sessions with me. We'll talk about it at the end. But for now, just remember, if you can, tie a string around your finger to click the link, check it out, and come Patreon on Patreon. Because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can call me Mal. And what do you think about that music, huh? Oh, God, I just love that new music so much. Thank you, Janet Grace, Alvarado. More music coming as we go. But let's get down to biz, shall we? We'll do the explanation for the new Libras and the cross watchers, and then we'll get to the divination that we're really here for. So if you are new, welcome. 5-card draw is just 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about anything in particular. But we're looking at a 2-week period to plant a seed, literally, sometimes metaphorically, archetypally, magically, at the new moon and help it grow to harvest by full. A 14-day period. These 5 decks represent fire, earth, air, water, and spirit in that order to help you align, fine-tune, refine your element of fire to start with, what you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart's desire might be. You might have 4 different ones, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. But in my experience, our heart's desires are assigned to us, so can't get away from them. They're always there because they're part of a larger plan, and because they're heart's desires, they're usually more about love, but that doesn't mean we don't have to put in the work. So, cross watchers, you have an opportunity to help the Libra collective sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, myself included, manifest our heart's desires here, getting some insight, some understanding, some empathy, some sympathy for the cardinal air signs that we are, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. And if you apply some of this, there's an archangel, there's a crystal, there's a whisper of love, and there's a healing mantra after we get the element of fire on the table. So as you do that, you're helping us all make this world a better place, because as everybody manifests their heart's desires across the board, it's bringing love to the planet. It's just going to make the world better. So, like I said, it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. And let's talk about, briefly, the astrology. I am a Virgo, so of course I have it written down. Now we have an interesting new moon. Let's just do this quickly. New moon in Taurus Friday, May 19th, 11:53 a.m. I am in New York, so that's Eastern Time. Goes void, of course, 1:51. You remember that, like the Bacardi. Flashback, 1:51 p.m., but then goes into Gemini. So a Gemini new moon on a Friday, very good for communication, and a day of Venus, 2:48 p.m., and then you plant the seed and you help it grow to Gemini's opposite sign of the full moon in Sagittarius on Saturday, June 3rd, 11:42 p.m. And that's a perfect time, because for me the witching hour has always been, once I learned it, 11:30 p.m. to 12:30 a.m., a foot in each day, right, between the worlds. So the full moon actually peaking at 11:42 p.m. Eastern is really wonderful. Of note, Mars is going into Leo on May 20th, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Cross-Watcher, etc. And the Sun is then going into Gemini the next day, May 21st, which means that the Sun will be trining your Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. You kind of get the gig. So let's do this. I think that's enough explanation. Let's get to divination, and I'm glad to do it. Welcome new Libras and Cross-Watchers. And the shift from that explanation that I gotta do, and I'm glad to do it, to the divination that I was born to do. It is truly my mystical art form. That shift happens in the still point. Think of it as the center of the scales. Everything moves like this, but there's always a still point. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and Cross-Watchers who are watching this video, who are drawn to this reading. Please, beloved ones, what is the magical spell fragment, the clue, the tip, the hint for our element of fire? What we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, or perhaps what is needed, what is required to plant the seed, this beautiful, new to full May, June 2023. Good cheer! Oh, I love this one. With kind heart and humor free, may good cheer rule, so mote it be. Well, and so it is. I'm in. All right. Now you got to admit, that's very air element, right? Good cheer, laughter. You can't laugh without breath, right? And they even have fairy wings. Beware the fae, though. Make sure you know who you're talking to and always have a piece of iron nearby. Tiffany aching. With kind heart, right? So this is kind-hearted humor and humor-free. May good cheer rule. So mote it be. Rule. It rules, man. All right, good. That's lovely to start with. Now, is that our heart's desire? Perhaps that is what is required to manifest our heart's desire. So let's ground that. The Element of Earth, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the stone indicated, it's a really good opportunity to use it as a touchstone, a carrier, an amulet, a talisman, a touch, a memory stone. What do I call it? Magical carrier, like anything physical, right? If you don't have the stone, clear quartz does everything, but you can use anything. A piece of jewelry, and you're a Libra, so chances are you got a piece of jewelry you can play with, right? Cast the spell on it, and then add the rest of this to it. Most important, though, is the oracle message itself. So let's see what Archangel Ariel has to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel override. As I call to the beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the North powers of Earth, hence the Crystal Oracle. Please, beloved Archangel of Lyons, Archangel of Wealth, Archangel of Nature, one card in clarity for the Virgo collective, Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising. I had to check which jewelry I had on there for a second. Please, beloved one, the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire and help ground and manifest the heart's desire for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. Watching this video, receiving this reading, their element of fire, good cheer, is either required or what we actually desire. What's the oracle? This beautiful nuttiful, it's not blue, it's not green, it's aquamarine. We're painting the roses red, painting the roses red. I know some Generation X people are just make trigger send right now. Interesting movie to do in college. Anyway, aquamarine, shall we? The keywords: moderation, everything in moderation except moderation. That's wild. Energy, tolerance, gentleness, compassion, feminine energy, and goddess. That's a lot. All right, so that good cheer, we're definitely coming from a more yin place with this. So moderation, energy, tolerance, gentleness, compassion, feminine, and goddess. What's written here in the teeny tiny print, whether male or female, you can overcome a current conflict by reflecting upon and applying moderation, tolerance, gentleness, and compassion. These qualities are not a weakness, rather they are strengths. What is called for at present is greater compassion and tolerance coupled with a little patience and gentleness. All right, so good cheer rule, right? So you cannot laugh at, but you could laugh through, right? That seems rather gentle. It is possible to resolve things in an amicable way to create positive outcomes for all concerned. As you look back on this current episode, you will realize a valuable lesson. Compassion and tolerance are signs of maturity and strength of character. They are qualities that infuse all with love and light. Love, the feminine aspect of the divine, light, the masculine, right? The heart chakra, the third eye. Throat chakra, though, we gotta choose that. So, aquamarine. I don't think I have a piece of aquamarine, but I'll find something. And I lock them into the same pieces of jewelry. I have specific stuff for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is my Venus sign ring, my Alexandrite. Thank you very much. For Aphrodite. Good cheer with aquamarine and that tolerance and that sympathy and that compassion. But also, there's a very, very gentle thing. I mean, it's definitely element of water, aquamarine. So when we get to the element of water, we'll see what that's about. But next we do our element, the element of air, that we are using the Archangel Fire Oracle. The great thing about archangels is this, more than one, I'm sure. But one is everyone has access to archangelic consciousness. Your higher self is seen as a guardian angel that belongs to a grouping, a collective, an arc of angels. The other thing is that for the element of air, all you have to do is ask. All you have to do is look into it. Not just, here in this, but to go, all right, let me look up that archangel, say a prayer, use our element of creative air, cardinal air, to call them in, because they're assigned, but they won't come in unless you ask. Please take a nice deep breath. Oh, still point. Archangelic override. As I call upon the Archangelic Pantheon for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising. Wow, tingles in the third eye. Seriously, archangels for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and crosswatchers who are watching this video, drawn to this reading. Who is the archangel waiting in the wings with their wings, ready to help the slightest invitation for the element of air to stoke the fire and manifest their heart's desire that either is or does require good cheer, this new to full. Camuel, Camuel, Chamuel. I do believe this is one of the romance angels. Good cheer. Card number 9. Oh yeah, opened right to it. There we go. Card number 9, Chamuel, love and relationships. Libra, 7th house. The beautiful Archangel Chamuel is known as the Angel of the Heart, or the Loving One. The name Chamuel comes from the word lech, L-E-N-A-C-H-A-M, lenachem in Hebrew, which means comfort and compassion. Okay, so we got a double whammy of compassion and tolerance going on here. Shemuel's pure love can help release sorrow from your heart and guide you towards forming open-hearted and balanced relationships. Call on this angel to attract romance, or when you need help to resolve issues with loved ones. Whenever this being is around, you may get a fluttery butterfly feeling in the pit of your stomach. Great. Kemuel is sometimes portrayed as a masculine angel. Well, that's good to know. I'll dial him up. But she can also be attributed with the soft feminine energy as depicted in her oracle card. She often arrives surrounded with springtime green and deep pink, the colors of love and compassion. Amen. The message, open your heart and let yourself be cherished. Because cherish is the word I use to describe me. Anyway, always remember that you are loved, for you are made of love, and that is the truth. The divine unity as one, experienced as an emotion, is called love. Experienced is total truth. That's light. You bring them together. It's true love. How can I tell you? I've studied this stuff. Do a lot of readings about it too, that path, the true love stuff. So look, if this is a romantic thing, to have some tolerance with yourself, with others, some compassion, obviously, opening the heart, keeping it open, and being of good cheer, right? With kind heart and humor free. May good cheer rule, so mote it be, right? In your love relationships, whether they be friend, family, or, little something, mutual, loving, touch stuffing, stuff touching? Yeah, I think that's what I meant to say. Let's just move on. Oh, I think I'm getting a little flustered. I'd blush if I still could. Let's do the element of water then. The Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. The element of water, the love that is the divine power, the higher selves of all involved. Obviously, it's not just us. There's other people involved. Let's see what the Higher Self Collective has got to say. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, higher self override, please, higher selves, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love for the Libra Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers watching this video? We're drawn to this reading for their element of water, the energy in motion we experience as emotion, the love that is divine power in the heart chakra, to help us manifest our element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, that it seems in love with compassion and tolerance is required. So what do you got for us? This whisper of love, 5th dimension above, 8th chakra and above, this beautiful and beautiful. Love who you are. Start there. You are a divine and wonderful person, deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer. Now, if this is romantic, then we really can look at, let's look at this, there's a lot of goddess energy in this one. It's very yin. So just to recap, moderation, not the runaway, not the chaser, the walker, the Karen walker, if you gotta go there. Energy, right? Feminine energy, tolerance, gentleness, compassion. Feminine goddess energy. I mean, this is Aphrodite, sweet and flighty, running around and see through nighty all throughout this thing, right? Hovering on the waves, surfing a shell to the beach. Her creation myth is complicated. So to love who you are, of course, start that within yourself. Look, everyone has access to all the archangels. I would definitely call in Camuel, look it up, find the right pronunciation for yourself. I do the best I can. I mean, I'm connected with Archangel Ariel. We're the hedonists of the archangels. And we're a lot of fun. And I am the fun one that gets the job done. So let's get the job done with our last card down for Spirit, the Macon. healing mantra deck, because if I'm doing a reading, it's got a Metcon healing mantra in there, the card of spirit, to bring it together. So get a piece of aquamarine or something similar, right? Cast the spell for good cheer on it while you call in Archangel Chamuel, loving who you are as best as you can, and then you do the mantra to charge it a little bit every day. It's not that you have to let go of the rest, but it's in the stone. That's witchcraft. Please take a nice deep breath. And it's made its way through all sorts of different cultures, calling it all sorts of different things. Still point. Ascended Master Override. Here we go. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, please, beloved ones, one card in clarity, the perfect healing mantra for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and receiving this reading, because Cardinal Air, Creative Air Libra, a little mantra goes a long way. So what is the card of spirit here to help us align, ignite, unify fire, earth, air, and water, so we can manifest our element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, what our hearts desire, requiring good cheer with aquamarine vibe, Archangel Chamuel, loving who we are this beautiful, new to full May, June 2023, embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. Oh man, embracing worthiness. This is absolutely waxing within you first, right? Whatever manifests here is moderation, tolerance, right? It does feel like the romantic floodgates have thrown open, no matter who you've thrown over. Let me read Embracing Worthiness. This is a fun one. I used to call it the Thorgy Third. It feels amazing. Embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body. And it feels amazing. And it does take practice. And if you're doing it with breath work, I do it with the Wim Hof method. To just hold the mantra silently as I do the breath. You do you. When worthiness dawns, you know that life has bigger plans in store. You're able to navigate the highs and lows of each moment, aware of a greater cosmic force in play. Now, isn't that Libra? Right? Finding your balance through it with compassion, right? All the stuff in that aquamarine. Worthiness grants you permission to honor all that you are and moves you in the direction that fulfills your deepest passions, which I would think would be your heart's desires. Another way of saying it, this mantra is ideal for feeling more joy, working through creative blocks, and helping the body heal. I'm in. I'll find something. What if I do have an aquamarine? Maybe a raw something up in that portal to another universe. It is my magic room up there. This is a beautiful read, that it really does emphasize us loving who we are as we are in any given moment. I mean, from Louise Hay, you can heal your life, like 101, to like energy tapping and mantras and mirror work. There's just so many different modalities available to us. But to do it all for good cheer, right? It's like, so you don't necessarily only have to do that stuff when you're feeling like you're not it, and it's not there, and you're not feeling it at all. No, absolutely. To kind of bless this as we go. So, speaking of blessing, we'll do a blessimation. Combination of a blessing and a summation, because the energy gets to come through me and blesses all of us, including the cross watchers. And then we'll talk a little bit at the end about some of the changes that have come to Drawing the Circle Productions that I'm like wickin' frickin' proud of. But we'll talk about it. But blessing first. Drawing the circle next. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheonic override. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of the divine for the Libra Collective, Sun and Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and who are drawn to this reading, may we be blessed. All we need this beautiful, beautiful to embrace our worthiness, because we can feel worthiness filling every cell of our bodies. It does feel amazing, particularly as we love who we are, to embrace the truth that we are divine and wonderful people deserving all of the wonderful things that life has to offer, and calling in the help of Archangel Chamuel, with the help and the love and relationships in our lives, and the element of air, that we can really see things differently, to see with an open heart and an open mind that sees clearly what's going on, with that compassion, with that tolerance, with that feminine, gentle goddess energy, allowing us to flow through this and really truly ground an open heart in a healthy, balanced, moderated way, all in moderation, to manifest our heart's desire, which would make sense, is what we yearn for, what we burn for, and what is required. So with kind heart and humor-free, may good cheer rule. So mote it be. So mote it be. So it is, yeah. Alright, I'm in. Did you like it? Then hit the thumbs up. It helps other Libras and cross-watchers find the reading, as does subscribing, as does commenting, as does the notification bell. Oh, they just love it when you hit the notification bell. But that's algorithms or whatever for you. On Patreon, we don't have them. You sign up for any level of my subscribers. You can change back and forth at any time. You can even follow for free now and see what's going on. Dip a toe if you like. But yeah, no, if you're signed up one of my levels of subscription, you get everything that's on that level since I started it in 2021. Wow, it's been that long. Yeah, and like I said, they get 3 things in common regardless, my subscribers. They get the daily check-ins, the extendeds, and a nice, decent discount on private sessions with Mal. We'll talk about that video in a second, but I do want to say, Patreon is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing. I know there are other subscription platforms, but they're just right up my alley, and I guess I'm up theirs too, so I don't plan on stopping anytime soon. We're doing Zoom-recorded private workshops. It's just amazing. A lovely community, so come Patreon on Patreon. You won't regret it. And as far as those private sessions for the 25th anniversary, I did a bunch of videos for it. One is the 25th anniversary itself, talking about the overview of the changes coming and where we've been. The one for Patreon, the May 2023 update. It's good, explains exactly where we are. And booking a reading with Mal is gone. It is now called Booking Private Sessions with Mal, because that video covers the private sessions as well as the spiritual counseling. And if I ever get back to hands-on healing, those rates will apply, but it also explains the Patreon discount as well. And the 4th one that I did at Long Island, Beltane, May 5th, May 6th, it was May 6th. 25 years of professional witchcraft. I don't even like editing myself in live performance, but I love it. It's probably some of the best work I've done in front of a live audience, and I really want to take that talk on the road. I would love to travel with that, maybe to a town near you. So click the links, check them out, and by all means, have the best of this. Look, we're Libras. We got LIBRA Sun or other going on. So we're here for relationships, I know, womp womp, but we'll do the best that we can, and certainly embracing our worthiness. It's a good foundation, so hang in there. I love you. I believe in you. We can do this together. I'll help you if you'll help me, holographically speaking. Wishing you the very best and the very blessed, my beloved scales. Hail scales. Farewell, and blessed, blessed be.